Engineers of Reddit, what is your job really like? I'm a civil engineer in my late 20s, and honestly, the job is not what most people think. When I tell people I am an engineer, they picture me in a hard hat pointing at blueprints while big machines move dirt around. And yes, that happens sometimes, but most of the job is way less glamorous. My days are split between the office and the field. The office part is endless spreadsheets, emails, and meetings where you argue over tiny details like what type of bolts to use or whether a slope should be 2% or 3. You would not believe how much time goes into paperwork just to move a single project forward. Then there is the field work. Standing in freezing wind or blazing heat while contractors ask why the design doesn't match the reality of the site. You spend hours measuring, remeasuring, and answering questions like why the concrete truck is late when you have no control over it. You end up being the middleman between project managers, clients, and the crew, and everyone expects you to have a solution. What wears you down isn't the math or the problem solving. That part can actually be fun. It's the constant pressure. Deadlines are brutal, budgets are always tight, and when something goes wrong, fingers get pointed at the engineers first. I've had nights where I lay awake wondering if I calculated something wrong and if a mistake could literally collapse a structure. The stress is real. On the flip side, there are moments that feel incredible. Driving by a bridge or road years later and thinking I helped build that. Seeing a project come together after months of headaches feels amazing. And when you do solve a complicated issue, it is a rush like no other. But I will be honest, the pay doesn't always match the workload, at least in the early years. You put in long hours, deal with a ton of responsibility, and sometimes feel like a glorified babysitter for subcontractors. A lot of new grads burn out quick when they realize it's not the dream job they pictured. I don't hate it, but I definitely wish someone had told me before I started how much of engineering is politics, paperwork, and stress management, not just building cool stuff.